Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. My name is Norhanani binti Rosli and this is my reflective assignment for MGT548, Managing Organizational Behavior. Today I will reflect on 5 MGT548 topics and explain how they relate to my experience as a student. Organizational behavior, or OB, is the study of how individuals and groups behave within an organization. It helps you understand motivation, teamwork, communication, and leadership. As a student, I realized that OB is very important because we are constantly working with different people in groups, projects, discussion, and classes. Understanding OB helps me manage my behavior, work better in teams, and solve conflict more effectively. It also guides me in becoming a better communicator and future leader. Next is attitude and job satisfaction. Attitude can be defined as evaluative statements or judgment, either favorable or unfavorable, that individuals hold about objects, people, or events. They reflect how a person feels about something. Job satisfaction refers to a positive feeling about one's job resulting from an evaluative of its characteristic and job experience. In Chapter 2, I learned that attitudes are evaluative statements, meaning they describe how we feel about people, events, or situations. Attitude has three components: the qualitative part, which is our belief, the effective part, which is our feeling, and the behavior part, which is how we act. As a student, I experience this every semester. For example, I might think a subject is difficult. That is my cognitive belief. I start feeling stressed about it. That is the affective component, and because of that feeling, I may avoid studying or procrastinate, which is the behavior action. This shows how attitudes influence my action in real life. I learned from my experience that positive attitude lead to better performance, higher satisfaction, and more engagement in my studies. And that's why I started to change my perceptions on the hard subject. The third topic is personality and values. What does personality mean? Personality is the unique and relatively stable pattern of thinking, feeling, and behaving that makes one individual distinct from another. For this topic, I learned about Big 5 personality theory, and it consists of 5 traits, which are openness, conscientiousness, extraversion, agreeableness, neuroticism. I have done a Big 5 personality test, and my result shows that I lean strongly toward extraversion with a score of 79%. This means I tend to be more energetic, talkative, and comfortable interacting with people. As a student, this helps me participate actively during group discussion, and also as a class representative, this helps communicate easily with my classmates and my lecturer. The following topic is perception and decision making. Perceptions is the process by which an individual selects, organizes, identifies, and interprets sensory information to create a meaningful representation of their environment. And how decision perception can be linked to decision making. Perception detects how an individual interprets the available information and the environment, thereby forming the basis for the decision they ultimately make. We don't decide based on objective reality, but rather on our subjective of our perception of the situation and its potential outcome. Perceptions is how we interpret situations, and OB taught me how to adapt people see things differently. Two people can look at the same event but understand it differently. For example, during a presentation preparation, I thought a classmate was not interested because she kept quiet the whole time. Later, I found out that she was nervous and didn't feel confident speaking in English. This showed me that perception was incomplete. According to attribution theory, we often judge others without knowing their real situation. Now, I try to ask and understand first because everyone experiences things differently. The last topic is motivation. Motivation is the internal state or force that propels individuals to initiate, guide, and maintain goal-directed behavior. It is actually the why behind what we do, acting as the drive that determines the direction, intensity, and persistence of our action. In chapter 5, I learned that motivation is not just about personal desire, it is also influenced by how tasks and activities are designed. As a student, I can relate to the job characteristics model, which, which explains how certain features of tasks can increase my motivation. I also realized that job redesign concepts such as rotation and job enrichment can be applied to my studies. Sometimes when I switch between different subjects or types of tasks, it reduces boredom and helps me stay motivated. Being able to choose when and where to study made me feel more comfortable and less stressed. In conclusion, learning organizational behavior has been very meaningful for me. It helps me understand myself, understand others, and improve how I work in groups. OB is not just a theory, it is something I can apply every day as a student, even in the future workplace. Thank you for listening.